Representative Patterson, it's good to see you again. Let's start with this. If courts are already, hopping into the conversation here and holding these social media platforms accountable, why is there even a need for additional legislation?
That's a great question. These landmark court cases, are brand new. This is kind of the first step that we've seen here in our country related to holding these social media companies accountable. And I think what it did is it proved that it's not just parents saying it, that it's not a bug, that it is a feature of these platforms, that they are designed to harm our youth. And so uh, I think what we've done as a society and as a state in the past is that when we find something that is extremely harmful to our youth, then we pass laws protecting our youth from that. We did that with handguns. We've done that with tobacco, drugs,
Right.
alcohol. This is no different.
You've told me in the past that you fully intended to reintroduce this legislation again, I believe for the third time.
Yes.
But have you rethought that now that courts have weighed in and are holding these social media platforms accountable? Is there a chance that you would not reintroduce this?
No, not even a little bit, Jason. We feel like the wind is at our backs. We filed the bill in 23, got no hearing, no traction. Filed the bill in 25, got all the way through the House, all the way through a Senate committee, so close to the end of the line, and just didn't get brought up on a vote in the Senate. Since then, Australia has banned social media under 16 years old. We're seeing other countries join that, and so I think it's a great opportunity for Texas with the wind at our backs to be the first state to be able to protect minors from this harmful product known as social media.
And when you look at Australia's ban, when you look at these court cases, how are you going to tailor your legislation, do you think, to give it the most impact here?
Well, we are making a change. Last session, the bill that almost made it through the process would have eliminated anyone under 18 from being able to access social media. We are going back with a different bill this time. We're going to copy basically what Australia did, what it says in the Anxious Generation book that a lot of people have read about this issue. And we're going to go at 16 as well. So anyone under 16, federal law says 13. So basically, we're raising the age by 3 years to try to protect minors in Texas from this harmful product. And I really don't think that's too much to ask. And hopefully, it'll have a little better shot next session than it did the last one.
And you and I've also discussed in the past how there are some high schoolers, usually juniors and seniors, who do need access to social media for extracurricular activities, for sports, etc. This would essentially be the built-in carve out for them. It sounds like.
That's right. I mean, you can drive a car at 16. There's kind of a lot of different things that you can do at the age of 16, and that does give you, for many students, their most of their sophomore year, their junior year, and their senior year in high school, where they would be able to access social media. And Jason, that's not me saying that I think that that's a good thing, but that is a compromise that I'm willing to make to try to protect most of our kids from this harmful product. Because even though the federal law says 13, Jason, we know that there are kids, and the social media companies know, more importantly, that there are kids younger than 13 using these products.
Have you spoken to Speaker Burrows or Lieutenant Governor Patrick about trying to prioritize any legislation you introduce later this year?
Not yet. It's a little bit early. We just got off the primary election. We're in the middle of a runoff season right now. Interim charges just came out. So we are starting to put in the work to prepare for next session. But this is absolutely at the top of my list. My number one priority going into next session is to protect our kids from this harmful product.
I've asked you this question in previous interviews, but the question has always been from the parent's point of view. Well, what if I don't mind if my kid's on it? And secondly, how in the world would you enforce this? What are the answers to those?
Yeah, and this isn't about watching a movie or allowing my child to watch a rated R movie or do different things as a parent. I mean, this is a product that is rapidly evolving, especially now with artificial intelligence. This is a product that is designed, and the courts have now said, yes, we agree. This product is designed to hook users and to damage them from a mental health perspective. The courts have said that, other nations have seen that now. This is something that is dangerous for our kids. And let me tell you, it's changing all the time. Just look at X. You've got X where you have the artificial intelligence is able to change people from wearing normal clothes to wearing basically no clothes. There's pornography videos on X now. There's all sorts of things out there that wasn't even there a couple of years ago whenever we first started down this path. So this thing is rapidly evolving. It's getting more and more dangerous, not more and more safe. It's getting more and more dangerous for our youth. And so it's something where, as a society, we've done this in other areas, whether it's alcohol or tobacco or handguns. And it's something that we're going to do. I have every belief in the world that we're going to do this next session.
Based on these court cases, based on Australia, potential legislation that you introduce as well, how concerned are you that this could push some kids to unregulated or foreign-based platforms where they don't have to worry about this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's always, the risk whenever you create a law that someone's going to break the law or that someone is going to do something like what you're mentioning there. But at the end of the day, I believe firmly that these social media companies know who they're doing business with. They know everything about who they're doing business with. They know when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're hungry. They definitely know your age. And all of that, and so the way that they use their users is they sell their data, they sell their data. That's what they're actually having you on their platforms for. And so, if they don't know who you are, they can't sell your data. There, I don't see the reason why the social media companies would target someone if they can't figure out who they are, where they are, what their interests are, and that sort of thing. And so, we'll see what happens. But I have all the confidence in the world, especially after these two court cases in California, of all
Yeah.
places, and in New Mexico, that the wind is at our backs and that we're going to have success in Texas soon.
You mentioned Australia there too, how you're hoping this legislation in Texas might model that. What are some specifics? Can you give us top line of what this legislation potentially will say?
Absolutely. It basically empowers the Office of the Attorney General to hold the social media companies accountable for the harms that they're doing on our youth. They are not allowed to have our youth on their platforms under this potential legislation. And if they do, they can be held accountable. And so and again, they know everything about you, Jason. I've heard concerns from people about the age verification process that the social media companies would have to employ.
Yeah.
Look, they know way more about you than what an age verification process would be. And so I have zero concerns about that. I mean, people put their whole lives on social media. They track you, they listen to you, they follow everything that you do on the internet. They know everything about you. And if you don't believe that, then you're kidding yourself.
And you think the third time's a charm, huh?
I do, yes, sir. I mean, we made progress every time.
Yeah.
And now with everything else going on, not only here nationally, but across the world, I think people are waking up to realize. And Jason, I really don't get much negative pushback from parents. I really don't. I mean,
Hmm.
certainly the whole sports thing and, oh, my kid's got a business online. There's some anecdotal things, but by and large, the parents in this state firmly understand that social media is harmful to their kids. And now we have courts that back it up. It's now proven in the court system here in America that it is.
The House Speaker Dustin Burrows put out the list of interim charges, the different topics that he wants lawmakers to look at before next session begins in
Yes.
January. One of them on there, obviously getting a lot of headlines and a lot of conversation on this program here, is about Texas potentially looking at ways to maybe acquire two, three, maybe even four counties from New Mexico. Are people talking about this at the Capitol at all? This just sounds crazy, and I don't see a way in the world this could happen. Am I wrong?
Well, every big idea sounds crazy at first, and then it happens. And look, we're excited. There are counties in eastern New Mexico that used to be a part of Texas. They were part of Texas at one point, and they wish to be part of Texas again. There locally, it's gained a lot of traction. There in New Mexico, and it's not only a cultural thing, Jason, where these folks really in their souls, I think, are Texans. But there's a lot of mineral deposits there. There's oil and gas opportunities there,
But
and they're
why would
being
New Mexico
overregulated.
why would New Mexico walk away from these things?
Well, I don't know why they would, but the people revolting there. I mean, the overregulated, heavy-handed government in New Mexico is causing this situation to occur. It's causing them to want to leave. And we've got folks coming from all over the world and all over the country to Texas because it is the land of freedom and opportunity. And our neighbors next door that used to be Texas, it looks like they want to come back.
Is this anything more than just headline grabbing, though? Do you think something material will come of this legislation wise?
Well, if you don't try, it ain't going to happen. And so, we'll see. Look, I'm not saying this is the top priority.
Sure.
We're focused on property taxes, we're focused on transportation, water infrastructure, we're focused on continuing to grow our economy, which is now the seventh largest economy in the world. We're focused on getting the Texas Stock Exchange open and the wonderful opportunities that are going to come with that. So I'm not saying it's at the top of the list, but we can walk and chew gum at the same time. And if this is an opportunity to not only secure these counties for the future of Texas, the future financial security of Texas, but also for the freedom of these wonderful Americans that live in eastern New Mexico, then we're going to do that.
It's good to see you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.